Hi guys, how we doing? So, I'm doing something I don't normally do, and I am actually filming this for tomorrow. Basically, I have plans tomorrow, and I have really just been off schedule, and I don't want to do that to you guys again. So for you guys, it's Tuesday. For me, it's Monday. But while you guys are watching this, I am hopefully going to be picking up a cage for Gizmo to give him a new, much larger enclosure, because we constantly want to upgrade and improve our chinchillas and all of our pets' lives. So what I'm mixing right now is for his jeans. Obviously we don't want them too dark, but we also don't want them to be too light. So it's just a mixture of just finding the right tone to give him the look of having cute little blue jeans. Apparently the blue I started with was darker than I realized. So getting the blue to the lightness that I want is proving a little trickier than I'd planned on, but that's alright. Things going 100% according to plan just wouldn't be my page, now would it? There we go. I think I got a good one. What do you guys think? And you can see my little girl drying behind him. There. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can make it so you can see her. There we go. There she is. I did go back through and touched up her dress a bit. I try not to do too many videos of doing the exact same thing. Except apparently when I'm working on my my gazing ball. But that's going to be changing up very shortly. Once I finish my 3 statues here, we are going to go back to the gazing ball and we're going to get it finished up. I'm going to probably just put leaves on the existing vines, and I am just coating the top with clear coat, and then I'm going to start primering it. I have decided that aiming for perfection is probably just going to drive me insane, so I'm kind of okay with it not being perfect. Ooh, I almost dipped in the brown there. As I said, I am doing this for tomorrow, so I do still have wet paint from working on my little girl that I posted today. Yesterday for you guys. It's not the most exciting thing, but, well, maybe not for you guys. It is exciting for me. I'm looking forward to getting another upgrade done. And then possibly tomorrow, possibly Wednesday, we'll be looking to cohab our cockatiels. And they'll be getting an upgrade. They'll both be going in a cage that's actually bigger than both of theirs put together. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm just kind of taking a peek here to make sure you guys are seeing what I'm doing. There we go. And what's great with this is as this ages and as the color fades a little bit, it's just going to look more and more realistic, which I kind of love. Now, I had debated if I was going to match these two or if I was going to give them each their own look. I did decide on giving them each their own look. Just as much as anything, she looks like she's really, really dressed up. And he is in jeans and a sweatshirt, which means they're not meant to be matching. They're not not doing the same things. So, where she's going to be all dressed up, we're going to make him nice and casual. I think we're going to have some fun with reds and blues on him, where she's going to be pinks and purples. There we go. I'm looking forward to deciding where in the yard to put these two. My third statue, the two little girls on the bench, we already know where that's going to go. But these two don't have positions planned out just yet. I don't think they're going to be near each other. I think they'll be leaning on different things. I'm always happy to have new pieces to put out in the yard. The more I feel like I have out there, the more I'm able to kind of identify as the chick that does that stuff in my neighborhood. And I kind of like that idea. I like being that person. Because people do come to me with, hey, I have this, can you fix it? Or, can you make this pretty again? And I enjoy those projects. Sorry as I kick you guys. Did not mean to do that. I was just adjusting my positioning a little bit and making sure I was still in camera well. Or, well, he's still in camera well. I'm also trying to keep an eye on my time. Sometimes I lose track a little bit and I end up at this a lot longer than I probably ought to be for one video. In reality, the longer the video, the more likely it is that you guys are going to lose interest. And that is not something we want. I try to stay around the 20-minute mark. That seems to do well for us, but sometimes I go a little shorter, sometimes I go a little longer. There we go. So now he has jeans. I'm just kind of going through and tightening a few spots up a little here and there. One good thing is if these actually dry with some spots a little darker than others, that's not really uncommon for jeans. So, especially kids' jeans. So I'm kind of okay with it. And I think we're going to move up a bit and we're going to start on his hat. Now, the way it was painted, it had 2 blocks of, was it 2 or 3? Yeah, 2 blocks of color and 2 blocks of white with the bill in a block of color. I kind of like that idea. So we are going to kind of stick with that. But I think it'll be kind of fun. We're going to make his hat red. And I think we'll probably do some details in red. But first I have to get the blue off of my paintbrush. So we're not trying to do purple on him. Not that there's anything wrong with purple on a little boy. I just, I want him to be easy to spot. And I am going to do something I don't normally do, and I'm going to actually just take the paint straight out of it. Just simply don't think I can actually create a better red. Just kind of making sure you guys can actually see what we're doing here. So I am going to go just like that. And I think we'll go ahead and take that around the band. This is a color I don't have a lot of. Just a really nice bright red in my yard, so I think that will actually do well. Make him nice and easy to spot. My dragon is red, but his red is a little bit different. And of course, it wouldn't be my video if I didn't manage. I did stick my finger right in the blue of the jeans. So I'm going to have to touch that spot up. But, you know, stuff happens. But I very much like this red. I think it's going to be nice and easy to spot. And it's going to make him stand out in his own right, I think. Pardon me while I paint my phone a little bit there. There we go. Now you guys can actually see what's going on here. And I have realized that occasionally it does decide to kind of go out of focus when my arm gets in the way. I do apologize for that. It is really hard to control the focus and what I'm doing and make things look good. So sometimes my phone just kind of does its own thing. We are not a high dollar page, that is for definitely sure. If I ever do get monetized, then I'll start investing in things to make the channel more professional. But right now, this is a fun hobby. I am by no means a professional. I don't really see myself ever being a professional YouTuber, as it were. But, things happen. If that is the thing that happens, I definitely won't complain. But I'm not holding my breath for it either. Then again, if you'd have told me last year when I was struggling just to hit 50 subscribers that I would be over 250 this year, I might not have believed you. I am actually grateful for each and every one of you. I'm not somebody who's out advertising my channel all the time, trying to push for more and more subscribers, so I feel like each of you guys actually found me genuinely and have actually made the choice to subscribe, and I do appreciate that. I'm not one who feels the need to really promote. How did you guys get? Oh, I set him way closer, didn't I? That's how he got so far out of the frame. There we go. Get his button going a little bit better there and neaten this up a little bit. There we go. I don't know why I don't use just straight up red very often. It's definitely not a color I have any issues with. It's not very forgiving, that's for sure, but I do enjoy it used properly. I guess there's just not as many excuses to use a good crimson anymore. At least in the stuff that I do. Ow. Pardon me while I whack my table with my knee, because I don't know how to sit still. I don't know why I'm going around that when I'm going to make that red too. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Trying to tighten up that seam a little bit there. And if you notice, I do still have my watch on my right wrist. That is more of a personal choice right now than anything. The sting got very aggravated and then a little bit infected. And I finally got it healing properly. But I don't want my watch irritating it while it's trying to heal. So I'm just kind of wearing it on the right until it heals up completely. Which is getting there. We're going to tilt him down a little bit here so that I can get in here. There we go. And now I have a lot of blue on my hands. There we go. Now we've got a nice little ball cap going there. And I will be going over the white with something other than a primer paint. And I think what we're going to do, let's see. I'm going to bring you guys down just a bit. So we're going to make this little stripe right here on his shoes. Tie in just a bit here. Go. And we're going to cheat and just turn him instead of the whole table this time. Make sure I've got him where you can actually see what I'm doing. So I do have to decide how I'm going about his sweatshirt. I think what I'm leaning on, I might as well go ahead and just do, which is making the details, his cuffs and stuff, this nice vibrant red. I have not decided what color his actual sweatshirt is going to be. I know we are going to come in with a metallic here. Well, that was a bit much, wasn't it? There we go. Now we have pocket stripes. And let's do his sleeves. Oh, you guys can't see me doing his sleeves now, can you? There we go. As always, I am trying to keep my head out of your way. If it gets in, I do apologize. It's one of those things that's kind of hard to help. go. I am going to just tilt him a little bit here. So what color should we do his actual sweatshirt? Should we do a gray? Should we do a black? I think we're going to come around here. And even though there's not one lined out, we're just going to take and create a lining in red here. Just this top little section. So what color do you guys think? Should we do gray? Should we do black? Should we do green? Or some other color to go along with the red details on this sweatshirt? I'd love to hear your opinions. I'm not 100% locked into anything yet. The only thing I've got 100% in my mind is that this is going to be silver. And his toe caps are going to be white. I have not decided what color to make the back part of his sneakers yet. So, I'd love to hear your opinions, what you guys think. If you guys don't give me opinions, then I'll just kind of wing it and we'll decide as we go. But he's definitely looking a little bit more colorful. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys next time.